Foundation of a high-quality college degree, we believe education should form individuals for service to their neighbors. This makes Concordia Chicago an exciting and fulfilling place to study, work, learn, and grow. Learn more today by visiting cuchicago.edu. Thank you, and go Cougars!
Good afternoon and welcome to Concordia Stadium here in River Forest for today's season opener to the 2022 women's soccer season. The Bells of St. Mary's College in Indiana has come to CUC to take on your Concordia University Chicago Cougars. My name is Peter Borkowski. I'll be on the call with you for today's season opener for these two squads. We got about 2.5 minutes until the national anthem and the starting lineups. Until then, let's get a little preview at what these two teams, or I should say a recap of what these two teams did last year. Let's start with the visiting Bells of St. Mary's College last season. They finished 8-9 overall, struggled in conference though, going 1-7. They returned a lot of their key players, however, including leading goal scorer Rose Stackhouse. So it should be a fun game here today as the Bells look to put up a good fight. Meanwhile, your Concordia University Chicago Cougars, last season, they finished 4-11-2, 4-7-2 in conference. That was good enough for 9th in the North Athletics Collegiate Conference. Big change on the sideline for the Cougars, however. Shani Paul, four-year veteran coach of the Cougars. She's out this year. Coming in is Eddie Garza, his first season with the team, hired back in January of this year. He spent his last 5 years at the D1 program at Northern Illinois University as an associate head coach and recruiting coordinator. Garza looks to find some good success in his first year at the helm of the Maroon and Gold, and it's going to start today against the Bells. These two teams faced off 1 year ago today in last season's season opener as well. That was in Indiana, St. Mary's College. The Bells, they took that game over the Cougars 3-0. So Cougars looking for a little opening day revenge against St. Mary's College. In that game, St. Mary's College, they had goals from Jillian Bowen. She had 2, as well as Sydney Scarbeck. Both of them are back this year. As well are most of the Cougar players from last year. They're back in the Maroon and Gold this year, though they're wearing white here today. Cougars, they graduated 1 senior last year, so a lot of experience on this team. So they look to get a couple wins under their new head coach, Eddie Garza, and that starts today against the Bells. We're about 20 seconds away from the national anthem, so we'll have that for you. Then we'll get your starting lineups, and we'll get started here in River Forest of today's game.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Concordia Stadium for today's 2022 season opener between the Bells of St. Mary's College and your Concordia University Chicago Cougars. Let's meet today's starting lineups first for the visiting Bells of St. Mary's. In goal, number 1, Kara Stacy. Number 3, Jillian Bowen. Number 4, Caitlin Day. Number 5, Grace Parisi. Number 6, Lindsay Aiden. Number 10, Ava Slater. Number 11, Sydney Scarback. Number 15, Sophia Fleming. Number 19, Abigail Patno. Number 23, Ellen Hartzog. And number 27, Holly Scrimp. The head coach of the Bells is Brad Perbanmet. And now the starting lineup for your Concordia University Chicago Cougars. In goal, number 1, Cassie Salenzi. Number 2, Hannah Bowers. Number 3, Allie Brown. Number 4, Brittany Chancellor. Number 5, Megan Wilkinson McQuaid. Number 6, Megan Shelton. Number 8, Grace Wadowski. Number 12, Valeria Fernandez. Number 21, Juliana Paulson. Number 24, Shelby Sims. And number 31, Jamie Seibert. Head coach of the Cougars is Eddie Garza. At this time, we ask all that are able to please rise. Gentlemen, kindly remove your caps and face the flag near the scoreboard as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, there you have it, folks. The teams are going to meet at center field before we get started here. While they're doing that, let's go over the starting lineups one more time. First, for the visiting Bells of St. Mary's College, number 3, Jillian Bowen. Number 4, Caitlin Day. Number 5, Grace Barisi. Number 6, Lindsay Aident. Number 10, Ava Slater. Number 11, Sydney Scarbeck. Number 15, Sophia Fleming. Number 19, Abigail Patnode. Number 23, Ellen Herzog. And number 27, Holly Scripp. Starting in net for the Bells, it's the sophomore keeper, number 1, Kara Stacy. Now, for your Concordia University Chicago Cougars, number 2, Hannah Bowers. Number 3, Allie Brown. Number 4, Brittany Chancellor. Number 5, Megan Wilkinson McQuaid. Number 6, Megan Shelton. Number 8, Grace Gladowski. Number 12, Valeria Fernandez. Number 21, Juliana Paulson. Number 24, Shelby Sims. And number 31, Jamie Siebert. Starting in net for the Cougars, it's the senior, number 1, Cassie Salenzi. About to get started here at Concordia Stadium. Once again, today's the first game of the 2022 season. Cougars looking to break a streak of bad luck here. They haven't won on the season opener since 2014. That was a 3-2 victory over Crown College. Meanwhile, a little more history right here. Eddie Garza, the new coach of the Cougars, he's looking to be the third Cougars coach to win his debut with the team. Steve Moore did it back in 2005 when the Cougars blanked Dominican 4-0. And then Thomas Goins did it in 2011. That was another shutout as those Cougars beat Beloit 3-0. So the teams, they take their place. The Cougars, they'll go right to left on your screen. Meanwhile, the Bells are going to go left to right. Cougars, they'll get the ball to start. Juliana Paulson stands at center pitch here. We await the final okay from the referees. Wearing bright yellow on your screen. Cougars wearing their white home uniforms with maroon lettering. As we get started here, the Bells are wearing their purple unis with white lettering. As the Cougars try to work the ball up the far side. We're officially underway here in the 2022 women's soccer season. The Bells, they're able to take control of the ball just for a little bit, though. Cougars get it right back. Allie Brown sends it over, but the Bells get the ball back. Moving it upfield. Ava Slater with control. She sends it to around the 20-yard line. Closest to the camera as the Cougars, they're able to intercept that. That was good work there by Brittany Chancellor and Shelby Sims. Sims, she's a transfer to CUC this year. She's coming over from Monmouth College. Played 53 games there, starting in 38. As this ball is going to roll out of bounds. It's going to change possession, go to the Cougars. Cougars get it to Cassie Salenzi in net. She sets up for the kick. Salenzi, senior goalkeeper, played the majority of the Cougar season last year. She played in 16 games, started in all of them as well. She finished 5th in the conference in saves with 95 and 3rd in saves per game with 5.94. She had one shutout. That was against Aurora on September 22nd. As the Bells take the ball back on their side of the pitch, trying to get it over. We're going to foul on the Cougars as number 5, Grace Barisi, hitting the ground. So the Bells grab the ball, get set to go on the offensive. Starting things off, it's going to be Holly Scripp, number 27 in purple. Scripp sends that one. It's going towards the net. Salenzi comes out. It's able to get a hand on it. Now she's coming out to chase it further. As a chase down with Slater. And they're going to say it's off of Salenzi, so throwing it in is Scarbeck. Back to Slater now. Defended heavily by Hannah Bowers. That one's going to go out of bounds. I think Slater was able to kick it off of Bowers' leg, though they're going to say it's actually off of Slater. So Salenzi with the ball now. It's set for another kick. Salenzi, excuse me, she's been climbing her way up the Cougars record book. You're going to see how far she can get in her senior season as that one makes it to about mid-pitch. Juliana Paulson fights for it. She's not able to win that battle against Abigail Patnode. That one's going to go out of bounds off the Cougars. Salenzi currently ranked 4th in school history in save percentage and saves per game, 5th in all-time saves. She's 12 away from 200, so don't be surprised if she reaches that milestone this season. So dealing with it for the first time today is Stacy. That ball just rolled to her. She's going to get the Bell set up, get it upfield now to Scripp, who gets set to kick it off. This one, a nice header there by Fernandez. Now Glodowski sends it back down, a header there from Scripp. Chasing it is Siebert. Able to get it down the sideline, but it's going to roll out of bounds before Sims could get there. This one right in front of the Bells bench. Out of bounds off of Siebert, heavily defending the Bells ball mover there. This one sent into Bell's zone, but quickly right back to the middle of the pitch. Allie Brown picks it up. She tries to send it down. Instead, it's stopped by Fleming. Sent up the field to Hartzog. Chancellor gets a piece of it. Oh, that one redirects to Barisi. Here's Bowen. She scored 2 goals against the Cougars in last season's season opener. Once again, Bells took down the Cougars 3-0 then. They're hoping for a similar result while the Cougars are looking to open up their season with a win for their new head coach. Barisi sends that one towards the middle, though no one's going to be able to get a piece of it, so it's going to roll all the way to the far sideline. And that one stays in the corner, though sending it out is number 8 of the Cougars, Gladowski. So throw in from the Bells. That was Bowen throwing it in. Neither team able to produce much offense right now. Bells have been spending the majority of the first 5 minutes of today's game in the Cougar zone. Now here's Paulson. She's got some speed. Sends it up. Chancellor now tries to send it to the net. Instead, gain a leg on it as Pat Node. So Cougars, just as I mentioned, the Bells spending the majority of the game in the Cougar zone. CUC going to look to reverse that statistic, though Bells are on their way to the attack now. Sims is knocked over, no call, however. Bell's able to maintain possession. Aident up to Hartzog. Keeping it in is Day. Booting it right back out as Bowers. So throw in here from Caitlin Day. That'll be a turnover. So we'll get a throw in now from Valeria Fernandez, sophomore defenseman out of Burbank, Illinois. Alum of St. Ignatius High School. A little confusion here over who's going to start things off for the Cougars. That'll be Megan Shelton. Gets to about the 40-yard line, headed by Brittany Chancellor. Another header from Siebert that's going deeper into the Bells zone. Though Stacy coming way out of the net, send that one back towards the middle of the pitch. Hartzog able to keep it in possession of the Bells, not for long as Fernandez is right there. She's brought down, no call. Hartzog to Bowen. Bowen gets it over to Day. That one's blocked by Fernandez. It stays in. Fernandez tries to get it past Day. Now they're scrambling for it right at the out-of-bounds line, and that's going to stay St. Mary's ball. It's going to be a corner kick. So the teams take up their positions for the first corner kick of the day. And a good play there by Chancellor. And here's a chance for the Bells, though. I'm going to say offsides. Good break there for the Cougars. There's no one in between the ball and Salenzi. Instead, now she'll get set to kick it. She winds up. The kick headed by Chancellor just on the Cougar side of the mid-pitch line. Bell is able to get control back. This one sent into the corner. Day was going to go for it. She trips over her own feet, however. So instead, Fernandez picks it up. Nice move there to get past Day. Tries to get it downfield. That one's going to take a bounce off of Shelby Sims' knee and go out. Scarbeck throws it in. Slater now fighting with Chancellor. Chancellor's able to get it up, but right to number 19 of the Bells. That's Pat Node. Wilkinson McQuad. That one sent down. Siebert isn't going to be able to reach it in time before it rolls out. So I'm going to say it's Bell's ball. Out of bounds. Siebert just a little behind that kick. Wasn't able to catch up in time. Nice kick there by Allie Brown to keep it on the Bell side. Brown now can't get it past Pat Node. This one rolls out, stays in, excuse me. So Bell's got some speed coming up the far sideline, right in front of the Cougars bench. This one now to Day. Day taking her time on Fernandez. Sims gets hit there. She gets back up. No call. Hartzog. Nice kick there by Fernandez to break it up. Everyone gets a chance to reset. That one thrown in over the head of Barisi. Bounced. Now it's up in the air. Wilkinson McQuad and Aiden fought for it there. This one, Siebert able to look like she's going to get it in. Instead, takes a bounce off her foot and rolls out. So Bells get the ball right back. Bowen sends that one deep. Day's going to try and catch up to it. She does. She sends that one across. Nice play there by Megan Shelton to break it up. Ball still in, but that one's wide right of the net. Shot from Ellen Hartzog. A good chance there from St. Mary's College. Just a couple feet right of the goalpost. So now the kick from Salenzi. So not as much power on it. A nice kick there by Brown to get it to the middle of the pitch. Fernandez, header there. And she fights Day for it. Call made on the Cougars, so Bell's ball. Abigail Pat Node with it now. Gets set. This one's curving. Nice play there by Glodowski to break it up a little. Shelton, she does her part as well. Kicks that one out. Bells trying to get something going offensively. That one sent towards the net. And first save of the day for Cassie Salenzi. Had plenty of time to track that one down and get in front of it. First save of the day for either team. Stacy still hasn't faced a shot on net. Cougars as a team, they only have one shot, period. That was from Wilkinson. This one in front of just about everyone. Bowers looked like she's going to be able to get it. Instead, she's going to let that one roll all the way to Salenzi, who picks it up. Salenzi. Long arc on that one. Chancellor now. Defended by Scarbeck. Hands it off to Paulson. Now Sims. They're going to reset around midline. Siebert. Rolls to Chancellor. She gets tangled up, though. The ball gets tangled up, I should say.
There you go. Yeah, she's good.
And Shelton, she sends that one all the way down and out. So we'll get a throw in now from Sophia Fleming. Working along the far sideline now. Shelton races, picks that one up. Not able to keep it in, though, on that kick. Sent right in front of the Cougars bench. Throw in from the Bells. A turnover here. A call made on Wilkinson McQuad. This one kicks softly to Aiden. Day keeps it in, guarded by Fernandez. Fernandez has done some good work here on the near sideline. This one goes out off of Day, so we'll get a goal kick here from Salenzi. Less than 30 minutes to go here in the first half of today's game. As a reminder on a rule change this year for the sport, there is no overtime anymore as Brown's pushed down, so that'll be a foul and a turnover. Cougars ball now. There is no overtime in the regular season anymore. The game ends with a tie. If regulation ends with a tied score, then it is a tie. Overtime comes back in the postseason. However, there would be two 10-minute periods.
Corner, let's go.
Whoever's leading at the end of those two 10-minute periods is the game's winner. There is no golden goal. If the game is still tied after those 20 minutes, they go to a shootout. Again, that's only in the postseason. Regular season, you're tied at regulation. It goes down as a tie. Paulson now. The corner kick. Try to get something going here for the CUC offense. They haven't had much of it today. That one to Chancellor. She had to really come out for it. That one's put up. A Bell defender able to get a piece of it. Send it out before Allie Brown kicks it over her head. Siebert tries to send that one to the net. And it's going to go wide left. Scooped up by Stacy. So some good offense there from the Cougars. They're going to need a little bit more of sustained offense, though. They haven't had much going for them on the Bells end of the pitch. And the 18 or so minutes we've played. That one back towards the middle of the pitch. Kicked forward by Ellen Hartzog. Now Slater handles it. Up to Bowen. Shelton tries to send it the other way. Right there was Fleming, and that ball is going to go very wide right of the net. So goal kick coming up for Salenzi. I'm going to get a substitution, though, out of the Cougars bench. So Juliana Paulson leaving the field. Coming on, it's number 13, junior Lucia Filone. Chancellor able to keep it in the near sideline. Oh, it's right into the feet of 19 as Pat Node. Chancellor's slow getting up from the field. Slowing her right knee. Chancellor dealt with some injuries last season. Hoping nothing's re-aggravated right now. Meanwhile, the Bells coming down the Cougars' side. Good fight there by Falona. Now Wilkinson McQuad doing her part too. Cougars able to take control. They send that out behind the Bells bench. So throw in right in front of the table. Shetland.
Go, go!
We have a good break here by Wilkinson McQuad. She gets stopped, however. Ball sent back the other way. And here goes Barisi. Good pick up there by Brown. Get control back for CUC. Bells with the ball again. It's Pat Node. Sent it to Scarbeck for a second, back to Pat Node. Pat Node sent that to Scripp and sent it right back to her. So Pat Node finally kicks that one up right into the chest of Fernandez. Falona. And this one's going to get kicked back to Stacy in goal. Sends it up to Scripp. That one had a weird bounce on it. It's going to get to Bowen near the far sideline and go out in front of the Cougars bench. Cougars will take possession. Glodowski with the throw-in. Little fake there. Wilkinson, McQuad, and Scripp fighting for it. I'm going to say last touch Cougars. So for the throw-in is Fleming. Stacy to Pat Node. Day. That one sent in front of the net. No one can get a piece of it, though. This one, that's sent wide right. But they got a piece of it. Turnover on St. Mary's. Good chance there. Ball spent a fair amount of time in front of the Cougars' net. We're going to get some substitutions here, looks like. It's number 17, Melika Kenworthy, and number 22, Katana Watson, standing on the sideline for the Cougars. Kenworthy comes in. She'll check out Brittany Chancellor. Excuse me, no. We'll get that substitution right in a second. So Melika Kenworthy in the game now for the Cougars.
Go, go!
So Kenworthy, sophomore now, got lots of playing time as a freshman. Kenworthy was substituted in for Wilkinson. They should mention now as Watson will come in, and looks like she'll come in for Fernandez. She heads her way off the field. 22-minute mark. They will be taking a hydration break. That should be coming up just about 15 seconds now. Scramble on the near sideline. Sims does some fancy footwork, gets it to Kenworthy. Watson now tries to send it Siebert. Good work there by Fleming. Watson to Sims. That one's out of bounds. And so there it is. There's the hydration break. So 21-41 left to go in the first half. We're still tied at 0 goals apiece. So we're going to take a quick break here, make sure the players stay hydrated, stay healthy on the field. When we get back, we'll resume today's game between the St. Mary's College Bells and your Concordia University Chicago Cougars. Players making their way back to the field. So 21-41 left to go in the first half of today's contest, today's season opener between the Concordia University Chicago Cougars and the visiting Bells of St. Mary's College. Bells, they got 3 shots right now. Those are coming from Bowen, Fleming, and Hartzog. Only one of those was on goal. That was from Jillian Bowen. Meanwhile, the Cougars, they're still waiting for their shot on goal. However, Megan Wilkinson, she's got 2 shots on the day. So Caitlin Day heads to the sideline for the Bells. In is Izzy Linus, number 17, as we get started here again. Back 9 of the first half today. I mentioned up top Eddie Garza in his first season as Cougars head coach, as Brown and Barisi get tangled up there. The Bells, they have their own rookie coach on the sideline, Coach Farhan Kurbanhav. He was hired on March 14th of this year. So both coaches on both teams looking to pick up their first win with their new squads. Kurbanov was most recently the head men's soccer coach at Marian University's Ancilla College.
That's the clock.
We get a substitution here for the Cougars. Brittany Chancellor out. Coming in is number 10, Medi Loza. Loza, she was tied for second on the team in points last season with 7, 3 goals, 1 assist. Junior out of Cicero, Illinois, into Morton East High School. That's a header from Abigail Patnode.
There you go.
Siebert now, up. That one's rolling all the way back. Patnode gets to it before it gets to Stacy. Back to Patnode. one a little too far for Scrip, able to get it under control, however. Nice speed there to regain that ball. Now here's Linus back to Patnode. Kenworthy sends that one down. Patnode pursued it. She's going to let it roll to Stacy, who gives it back to Patnode. Across the pitch to Scrip. She moves upfield. She moves up the pitch now. Good fight there from Gladowski to turn the Bells the other way. Kenworthy trying to do the same, getting past her. Scarbeck. There's a chance here for Bowen. She gets tangled up with Shelton, and Cassie Salenzi comes out on net to make the grab. Gets set for her kick now. She's going to drop kick this one. That one over half pitch line. Sent to Linus. And the foot on it is Aident. Now here's Flona. Neither of them able to get it. Last touch, St. Mary's. For the throw-in, it's Katana Watson, excuse me. Down to Siebert, working on the near sideline now. Seen her a lot on the far side.
Go to it.
This one rolls all the way down to Stacy. This one down. Salenzi, she's going to come out. That one, and it's in the net, so that's the first goal of the day. Julian Bowen. Salenzi came way out of her net to make the play. Bowen got to it first, kicked it over Salenzi and into the net for goal number 1 on the year for St. Mary's College. You will see that with Salenzi often. She's very aggressive, likes to come out, try to stop those plays from ever happening. Sometimes that's bound to backfire, though, as it did there. Bowen able to get to the ball first and just boot it over Salenzi. And that'll give St. Mary's the 1-0 lead here. 27 minutes into the game. 17 and a half minutes left to go in the half. Holly Scrip is given the assist. Last season, Bowen, she was second on the squad in goals with 4, only trailed Stackhouse. Scrip, meanwhile, she didn't have any kind of point last season. So that's a first career point for Holly Scrip, the sophomore out of Chicago, Illinois. And thanks to it, St. Mary's working with the lead now. Cougars last year defensively, they let up 46 goals, 2.62 per game. Both of those marks were 10th in the conference. For defense, something that Eddie Garza wants to work in. He's known for a possession style of play. And he's at NIU. So this ball works its way to Shelton. A high kick on that one. That's going to go way out. So ball given to Stacy. Cougars still looking for their first shot on goal. Kick here from Stacy after a couple substitutions. We'll get those for you in a second once they officially get in the box score. So foul, called on St. Mary's. Cougars ball. So Lindsay Aident was the one leaving the field. Coming in was Maddie Henson. As Shelton sends this one near sideline to Ken Worthy. Filona tried to get to it, kind of fell there, got her feet tangled up. Ball was going one way, her momentum carried her the other way. Now fighting for it is Medi Loza. Tries to send that one towards the goal. Instead, I can't exactly make out the number. She hit a Bells player square in the chest. Looks like Sophia Fleming. So Cougar throwing now. Back towards mid-pitch. Hannah Bowers fighting for it. She brings down Slater. Julissa Diaz in the game now for CUC, coming in for Grace Glodowski. This one trickles into St. Mary's half of the pitch. Stacy now hands it off. That ball sent far into the Cougars' territory. St. Mary's trying to get something to happen here as Hannah Bowers breaks that one up in front of the net. Allie Brown helping out there as well. There's Katana Watson. Picks that one up. Gonna take a couple bounces and out of bounds near sideline onto the track. Sydney Scarbeck with the throw in here. Another substitution. Got a Bells player coming in. It's number 13, Emily Strauss. He's coming in for Jillian Bowen. Excuse me. Throw in from Scarbeck. Takes a couple bounces out of bounds. Scarbeck, another throw in. Parisi back now up to Linus. Brown gets a piece of it, so does Barisi. Still in trouble territory here for the Cougars. Here's Hansen. Finally kicked up, headed back towards the net by Alio. Out of bounds. Last touch Cougars. Corner kick coming up here. Emily Strauss. Gets that one in front of the net. Couple bodies on it. Salenzi comes away with it though. Good concentration there from the senior keep in net for CUC. Here goes Kenworthy. Bells get the ball here. Trying to add to their 1-goal lead. About 10 minutes and 40 seconds left to go before we had halftime. Shelton goes down, as does, I believe that's Izzy Linus. Excuse me, no, that's Sydney Scarbeck trying to make out the difference between the 1 and a 7. Scarbeck wearing number 11. Linus wearing number 17, standing next to number 22 in white, Katana Watson right now. Lindsay gets set for the goal kick. Less than 10 minutes to go here. St. Mary's up on the Cougars, 1-0. Cougars still searching for their first shot on goal. The Bells, they have 2.
Go, come on.
And another substitution for the Cougars. Jamie Siebert out, coming in. It's number 9, Pamela Saldivar, freshman out of Chicago. Playing in her first collegiate game. Sims right into the foot of Linus. Saldivar sends that one down. Far sideline, Stacy. But coming out of nowhere is Sims. They keep it in the St. Mary's half. Stacy kicks that one down right over the head of Sims. Almost got a piece of it there. Shelton stops the ball. Diaz now up for Loza. Loza gets pushed down. Cougar ball here is Megan Shelton. Gets set for the kick. Shelton, senior out of New Lenox, Illinois. Played in 23 games through her Cougar career, starting in 15 of them. You can make those numbers 24 and 16 after today's game. Played over 1,400 minutes for the Cougars. She was an All-NAC honorable mention back in 2020. Been a steady defensive force for this Cougars team for a couple years now. Extend her senior season on a high note. And her career on a high note with her senior season, might be better wording. So Stacy boots it up to Patnode. Patnode now up to Linus. Stopped at half by Sims, so this one takes a bounce and out the far sideline. Wait for confirmation. It's off of St. Mary's, so Cougar throw in as Diaz. Shelton, high fly ball. This one stays in though. So giving chase is Jordan Gosell of the Cougars, another Monmouth transfer to the team along with Sims. So Gosell making her debut for the Cougars today. She's wearing number 14. With Monmouth, she played in 55 games, started in 41 of them. She's played 2,999 minutes in her career and 15 seconds, so assuming she gets the rest of those 45 seconds today, she'll have crossed the 3,000 minute career mark. And one off the head of Diaz. One off the head of St. Mary's player. Comes Linus now. Goes to work on Shelton. Trips over the ball though. Tried to get a little too fancy there. That one takes a couple bounces. Down the far sideline. Picking it up is number 27, Holly Scripp. sent down for Slater. Gets tangled up with the Cougars defender. Now Watson does the same, able to get that down. Kenworthy races for it, but she's not able to get it in time. So 5 minutes to go here in the first half in River Forest. St. Mary's College leading the Concordia University Chicago Cougars 1-0. Cougars looking for their first shot on goal as well. They're going to need to start generating something in the second half. They want to win their first season opener since 2014. And they want to also maybe get a little revenge on St. Mary's for last year's season opener loss. St. Mary's took that one in Indiana, 3-0.
Go!
And Gosell, she might have a break here, guarded by Patnode. One-on-one here, Gosell trying to look for some help. She can't get it though before just turns it over. Sims. Loza. Back up, here goes Gosell. That one's gonna roll all the way to Scarbeck. She gets it to her goalie, Stacy. Gosell and Kenworthy trying to apply some pressure. There's Allie Brown too. Loza hits that one up in the air and caught coming down by Stacy. Loza left on the ground as St. Mary's brings it up. Ooh, a couple players go down. Nice play there from number 23 in white, Julissa Diaz, sophomore out of Chicago. Diaz appeared in 14 matches last season. Scored 1 goal on 9 shots. 4 of those shots went on goal. And 1 of them went in. .250 left on the scoreboard for the first half. St. Mary's gets ready for the throw-in. Patnode. This one up. Linus near sideline sends it across the middle, but over the head of the awaiting Strauss. That one's going to roll all the way out. It'll go to the Cougars. So Cougars, you got about 2 minutes right now to get something done here in the first half before the teams head to the locker rooms. That throw-in was to Madeline Georgopoulos, sophomore defensive player out of North Riverside, making her season debut. Allie Brown fights for it, able to kick it up. Gosell able to grab it for it, goes out of bounds. St. Mary's ball is a team's transition. Excuse me, Cougars ball. It's like they're saying that went off the St. Mary's player. Throw in there. Holly Script now. Abigail Patnode with it. Patnode right to the foot of Katana Watson. That was right to the head of Scarbeck. This one sent all the way down. Should roll to Stacy. 55 seconds to go here in the first half. Patnode to Stacy. Stacy gets set here. He's instead just going to pass it up a little to Holly Script. That one gets past Linus and Watson, rolls out. So Watson gonna throw it in here, see if the Cougars can get something started in the last 20 seconds of the first half. Cassell kicks it a little too far ahead of herself. That one all the way back to Stacy. Stacy's just going to hold on to that one as the clock strikes 0 on the first half. So that'll do it for 45 minutes of action here in River Forest. St. Mary's College, they lead the Cougars 1-0 off of the goal from Jillian Bowen. That was assisted. By Holly Scripp. So teams, they're going to head to the locker room, get a little bit of a breather, cool down a little bit, get some water. They'll come back out in just under 15 minutes, and we'll resume the second half of today's game. Once again, St. Mary's Bells are up on the Cougars, 1-0. We'll be back in a minute, on the Cougar Sports Network.
Concordia University Chicago is a Christ-centered Lutheran university where truth, freedom, and vocation form students for lives of influence and service for the common good. Our university offers a wide variety of undergraduate and graduate degree options that are available in person and online. That means we have a program designed for you. Whether you're a high school student, an adult returning to complete your degree, or someone looking to enhance your credentials and prepare for career growth. As a member of this university community, you'll also find support in your spiritual and personal life so you can grow in the faith and discover ways to serve others. To start your next journey with us, visit cuchicago.edu today.
We're less than 2 minutes away from getting started in the second half here in today's game between your Concordia University Chicago Cougars and the visiting St. Mary's College Bells. The Bells are up on the Cougars 1-0 thanks to the lone goal from Jillian Bowen, assisted by Holly Scripp. The Cougars are going to look to come back, win their first opening day game since 2014. Peter Borkowski back on the call with you here on the Cougar Sports Net. The team's making their way back to the field. Go over the box score a little bit here. First for St. Mary's, as I mentioned, Bowen with the lone goal on the day. Scripp with the only assist. 3 players have shots. Bowen's got 2. Sophia Fleming with 1, and Ellen Hartzog with 1. Bowen's the only one to get shots on goal. Both of her 2 were on goal, with Salenzi saving one of them. Good transition over the Cougars. Salenzi made 1 save, came out for that second shot. That one was put over her head and into the goal for today's lone score. Meanwhile, Megan Wilkinson, she's got 2 shots on the day. Medi Loza, she has 1. Medi Loza's shot was the only one of the Cougars so far to go on goal, and Cara Stacy, the goalkeeper for St. Mary's, made short work of that one. So the teams huddled up around their benches. About 20 seconds to go here before we kick things off for the back 45 minutes of today's match. This is just the second overall meeting between these two teams. I mentioned last year St. Mary's took that season opener 3-0. Bowen scored those 2 goals. You know, Sydney Scarback, she's back on the field for St. Mary's. In today's match, she scored the other goal in that game. Salenzi, 3 goals allowed, 6 saves in that one. Stacy, she only had to make 1 save. She made it and got herself the shutout. Coming into today, CUC all-time 131, 214, and 22 ties. Looking to get those numbers up a little bit this year. First season under new head coach Eddie Garza. He replaced Shani Paul from last year. Paul, she ended her tenure with the Cougars 1941-4. She was tied for the longest tenured coach in women's soccer history here at Concordia. She's coached for 4 seasons, as did Thomas Goins and George Mialopoulos. So Eddie Garza at the helm now, looking to be for the first rookie Cougars coach to win his debut since Goins did that in 2011, 3-0 win over Beloit. His team, they're starting the second half down 1 though, so they got some work to do offensively. Teams get one final huddle in on the field. They switch sides, so Cougars, they'll be going left to right on your screen. Meanwhile, Bells, they'll be going right to left. So Cassie Salenzi wearing a new jersey right now. Switched out her dark purple one she was wearing last half. Now she's wearing a highlighter green one. Meanwhile, her opponent, Cara Stacy, still wearing her bright pink jersey. As we get set here in the second half, Bells have possession. One kicked far ahead. That's going out. So possession Cougars.
Number 0, Riley Lindsay.
Excuse me, there was a roster change, just alerted to. In net now for the Bells is Riley Lindsay wearing number 0. Hard to make out the number on those bright pink jerseys that the goalies wear. So Lindsay, sophomore out of Valparaiso, Indiana. Last season didn't get any playing time. So she's looking to keep the shutout going for her team. Cougars hoping they can get a little bit more luck against Lindsay than they had against Stacy. As we get a throw in deep into the far corner of the Cougars territory. Kept it in. Bowers, she'll kick that one out. Ball will go to the Bells. Cougars fighting for possession in their own end, deep in their own end too. Bells get it back, quick throw in here. Bells with possession. That was Bowen back in the game now after she took a seat for a little bit. That one kicked away by Brown. Here's Paulson. Her kick goes out of bounds. Sophia Fleming now throws it in. Ball comes back to her. She kicks it towards the Cougar net. Kicked away by Shelton. And booted up by Bowen. Sims does the same there. The Monmouth transfer in her first season with the Cougars. Mentioned earlier, another Monmouth transfer on this roster. As that one makes its way all the way down to Lindsay. Another Monmouth transfer on the Cougars roster, Jordan Gosell. She's less than a minute away from reaching the 3,000 minute mark on her career. So far today, she's played in 10 minutes, so she's well exceeded that mark. So congratulations to the senior out of Antioch, Illinois. It's a lot of minutes playing soccer in college. She looks to end her career in the maroon and gold now. And so Lindsay gets set for a goal kick. That kick headed by Grace Barisi of the Bells. Allie Brown was in the area as well. That one bopped up off the head of Pat Node. Stays in bounds. And we'll get a foul call on Brittany Chancellor. Script bringing it up. Nice play there by Gladowski to try to move it upfield. Bells are the first ones to it though. That one sent all the way to Solenzi. Comes out of net, scoops it up. Solenzi drop kicks that one. It'll make its way into the St. Mary's half.
Go!
This one sent back. Paulson took a weird bounce, kind of went backwards on her. So Cougars thought they might have had something there. Ball had some backspin on it, threw those plans off. Now here's the freshman Saldivir fighting for it. Couple bodies on the ground. Here's Barisi. That play broken up by Sims. She's able to get it to Paulson on the near sideline. She plays with it now, sends it back to Shelton, sends it right back to Sims. That one sent towards the middle of the field by Fleming. Here's Lindsay. Now to Fleming. Sent across the pitch. Watson is defending Day. Day turns around with it. This one sent almost out of bounds, kept it in. Kick there. Solenzi, nice save there for Solenzi. Second save on the day for the senior. So Solenzi keeps the deficit at 1 for her Cougars. That goal was that shot was from Barisi, meant to say. Trying to score her first on the year. Salenzi had other plans, however. Script sends that. Glodowski gets ahead on it. Saldivir does the same. Saldivir fighting with it. Fighting for it with the senior Sophia Fleming. She ends up on the ground. Far side, here goes Day. Nice play there by Watson. Cougars had possession for about a second until Hannah Bowers kicked that one out of bounds. So turned over, and now St. Mary's ball.
Go, go.
Shelton, Megan Wilkinson.
Go. Oh!
Oh, she looks like she had a one-on-one instead of foul is called. And she pushed the Bells player to the ground. So that opportunity down the drain. Bells with the ball now. Pat Node sends that one right to Ava Slater. She works backwards with it. Script all the way down. It's going to trickle to Salenzi. Drop kick there from Salenzi off the inside of Hartzog's foot. Now right to Coach Eddie Garza on the sideline for CUC. Bowers couldn't get it past Hartzog. This one going all the way down and out. CUC ball. Cougars getting their personnel figured out. Juliana Paulson coming off the field.
Into the match for Concordia, number 12, Valerina Fernandez.
Valerina Fernandez, number 12, coming in for CUC. That kick from Salenzi off the top of Bowen's head. Brittany Chancellor, she's going to hand it off to Fernandez, who'll do the throw-in. Overhead throw there. One headed out. Off St. Mary's again. Cougars maintain possession.
Up to the box.
So kick here. That one towards the box.
Follow.
Headed twice. That was off Herzog and Fleming and out. So good work there by the St. Mary's defenders. Keep that one away from the goal. Cougars, they'll get a corner kick here. Katana Watson doing the honors. Watson listed as a defender and forward. She's mostly been on the defensive end of things today. She's working at the opposite end of the field right now. So her kick is sent on top of the goal. A little too much curve on that one. Riley Lindsay goes behind the net to pick it up. She'll bring it forward now. Cougars maybe applying a little bit more pressure on the goal kick. Brown to Wilkinson. That one booted down now by St. Mary's. Glodowski right there. Glodowski working on it. Here's Saldivir.
Follow. Keep going.
That ball stays in. Oh, push from behind by Watson on Fleming. Fleming takes a second to get up. So kick here. It's by Script. Headed towards St. Mary's own end by Barisi. Excuse me, headed towards CUC's end, meant to say. Nice kick there by Bowers. She tries to send it down all too much on it. Heads right to the CUC bench. Ball rolls out. It'll stay with the Bells here. That one on goal. Cassie Salenzi, no problem there. Makes the overhead grab. Ready to send her team the other way now. Fernandez kicks that one out, gives her defense a chance to settle in. Ball going CUC's way now. Megan Shelton gets set for the kick. CUC's still looking for their first goal on the day. That one off the back of Wilkinson's head. So we hit the 30-minute left mark on the second half and in regulation. Once again, mentioned it earlier, there is no overtime anymore in regular season games. The score is tied at the end of regulation, then it goes down as a tie in the record book. Once we get to the playoffs, they'll have two 10-minute periods. The score at the end of those two periods is the final score. Still more time is needed. They'll move to a shootout, but once again, regular season, no more overtime as St. Mary's gets set to throw it in. Excuse me, we got a change in decision here by the refs. It'll instead be the Cougars throwing it in. Throw in here. Chancellor fighting for it up. That one all the way down off the head of Bowers. Nice play there by Siebert. She recently entered the game in for Megan Wilkinson. Watson now. She gets knocked down, sends it right to the St. Mary's player. One goes out of bounds. We got a goal kick here from Salenzi, senior goalkeeper of the Cougars. Back in 2021, Salenzi, she was NAC South first team. She sported a 2.23 goals against average career mark coming into today's game. 725 save percentage. That save percentage ranks 4th in school history. That ball bounces. Siebert fighting Fleming for it. Fleming now high arc on that one. Fernandez misses the header on it. She keeps a couple bodies to get Bowen off the ball. Now on the Cougars is the call. We got a kick here from St. Mary's. See if they can add on to their lead. Still stands at 1. 26-27 left to go in the game. Here's the kick. One might make its way all the way to the net, but Megan Shelton there with a well-placed head, making sure it keeps out of the box. It goes out of bounds, so now it'll be a corner kick here for St. Mary's, so another good chance to produce some offense. So they're just going to lightly kick this one off, though. It's going to the box. Good play there by Shelton again. She's doing some solid defensive work in her own end, keeping her team in this one as the offense still looking for their first shot on goal on the half. Shelton gets set for the kick. Sends this one down. Allie Brown now. Gets it to Watson. And Felona there. Back in the match. Sims now up the field, though that's sent back down by Pat Node. Cougars mentioned they only have one shot on goal so far today, only 3 shots total. 2 of those came from Wilkinson, the other from Medi Loza. It's rushing down to the far sideline now. Nice play there by Fernandez to cut off the run. Still fighting for it. Seen a lot of action in her own end. She's done good work. This one sent to the box. Shelton able to knock it out of there, though. Stays in bounds for just a couple seconds before going out. We're going to get a corner kick here for St. Mary's. It'll be Barisi set to do it. She just hands it off to Bowen, today's lone goal scorer. One sent back towards the box, but out of bounds. It hops behind the Cougars' net. Salenzi now. Possession stays with CUC. High arc up on the ball. Siebert, only Cougar in vicinity. Her and Fleming knock heads. Both look okay there. Wait to see where possession goes here. But first, we're going to get the athletic training staff out on the field. We want to get Siebert and Fleming checked out. And believe they'll be taking those two off the field. Again, Fleming and Siebert banged heads together pretty hard going up for the same ball. So they'll leave the field, get checked out by the training staff in case of any concussions. Meanwhile, play gets set to resume here. We'll get a free kick, awarded. It was awarded to Siebert, but Saldivere will do it as Siebert heads off the field. So prime scoring opportunity here for the Cougars. Saldivere, the freshman, wearing number 9. Got a wall of 3 Bells in front of her. She's got to get the ball past, as well as Riley Lindsay in net. And the kick. Instead, she sends it towards her own players. This one bobbled around and kicked out of there by St. Mary's. Cougars electing to try and get some more possession out of it instead of just sending it towards the net. Under 23 minutes here to go in the game today. Cougars get a throw in here. They're going to need some sustained offensive pressure. It's been hard to come by today. It's to a stout St. Mary's defense. That one takes a weird bounce on Saldivere. She's getting pressured by Hartzog. Sims up, that one behind the streaking Fernandez and out of bounds. St. Mary's throw in here.
Into the match for the Bells, number 14, Grace Rada, and number 21, Janelle DeVio.
So a couple substitutions for St. Mary's. As this one, we got a chance here, and making a sliding play is Lindsay. There's a call made on the Cougars anyways. I don't know if it would have counted. Great play there by Lindsay to be aggressive. Yep, offsides called on the Cougars. The official score book.
Go, come on.
So working the far side now. Fernandez sends it down right into the legs of Scarbeck. Bowers sends that one out of bounds, gives her defense a chance to recover. Instead, we're going to get believe is another hydration break here for the two teams. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a second as we get set for the last 20 minutes of today's action between the St. Mary's Bells and your Concordia University Chicago Cougars. St. Mary's leads CUC 1-0. River Forest. Before we resume action on the field, want to say a quick thanks to everyone making today's game possible. Emily Balaban on the production truck, Janie Turnez working the camera under the direction of Sydney Plaskas-Lahert, Kayla McLeod, and our sports information director, CJ Selner. I'm Peter Borkowski once again. Cougars, they're trailing St. Mary's by 1. Got to find some offense in the last 20 minutes of today's game. Cassie Salenzi, she'll get set for the goal kick here. Hopefully get her team headed in the right direction. Ball making its way down, takes a bounce, instead heads for the sideline. Wilkinson, she's right there along with Scarback. Scarback now up to Bowen. Bowen and Fernandez get tied up. Excuse me, that's Rada and Fernandez. So goal kick coming up here for Salenzi. That one trickles its way to about the half pitch line. This one gets ahead of the Cougars though. Siebert almost got to it. Nice handle there by Script, though. Cougars are still in a good territory. Siebert, that one sent wide left, just got a piece of it. Some nice pressure there from CUC. Instead, it'll end with a goal kick from Riley Lindsay. Ball at center pitch. Script Gets it to Fleming, guarded by Siebert. Now in the far corner. Ball ends up in Cougars' possession here. And you get something going here. Just under 17 minutes to go. St. Mary's are up by 1 on the Cougars, looking for their second straight opening day win against CUC.
Go, all you!
Siebert
Keep going, come on.
tried to grab that one, but Scrip able to control it. Ball back to Scrip. Now Chancellor almost had it. So it'll roll back to Lindsay. Now here goes Wilkinson. Cougars with a chance. Wilkinson puts that one in net, and it's in! What a shot by Megan Wilkinson. And the Cougars, they tie the game up at 1. Wilkinson McQuaid, she gets the Cougars on the board. A very timely goal. The Cougars, they tie things up at 1, 15:58 left to go in the game today. We got a brand new soccer game on our hands here in Concordia Stadium.
Come on, let's get the winner. Let's go, come on.
Wilkinson,
Don't stop now.
she was a good 30 or so yards out from the net. She just decided to send that one in. It curved into the bottom right corner. Couldn't have placed that one any better if she tried. So the Cougars tie things up, 15:30 left to go now. See if they can use some of this momentum, take the game leading goal. There's McQuaid, Wilkinson. McQuaid works her way with the ball. She gets it, still fighting for it. Sims now sends it back. Nice sidestep there.
Go, go!
That one rolls to Lindsay. She gets in front of that one. You can see on your screen the replay. A super well-placed shot. Not much better than that. Not much more dramatic than that either. Cougars struggling to get anything going against the St. Mary's defense. So Wilkinson McQuaid decided to do it herself and used a clutch shot to tie things up at 1. Foul on St. Mary's will result in Cougars ball.
Get up to the last defender. Move up. Watch your offside.
Sims sends that down. Siebert. She's got a chance here. Here goes Chancellor. She's got a break. She's fighting with Fleming. Fleming, great defense there. She brings down Chancellor. They want a foul call. They're not going to get one. So great defense there from Sophia Fleming. Break up a prime scoring opportunity from Brittany Chancellor. So Wilkinson McQuaid gets the tying goal. No assist awarded. As here goes Allie Brown now, fighting against Scrip. Scrip gets to the inside of her, forces her out. That one kept in. Salavier tries to send it in, but right in front of its Pat Node. Wilkinson McQuaid. That's her first career goal, so make sure to save that game ball. She had 1 assist in her career as a Cougar. Coming into today, she could add a goal to that tally now. Goal kick coming up for Cassie Salenzi. Salenzi on the day, 3 saves, only 1 goal allowed. Did a good job keeping her team in it while the offense was trying to find its groove. They finally give her some support. And so we're here tied at 1 goal apiece, 12:20 left to go in the game.
Number 13, Lucia Falone.
Katana Watson, Lucia Falone in the game for the Cougars once again. Ball sent up high.
Here we go, go, go!
Brown working on it on the far sideline. Big collision there. Falone as Lindsay Aident. Katana Woodson ended up on the ground now. We're in the home stretch of the game. 11:10 left to go here. Salenzi sends that one back to Hannah Bowers. Bowers, nice kick there. Brown gets a header on it. Keeps it moving down the field. Watson now. She overshoots it. She got tripped up a little there. No foul called. Brown tries to send it in. Holly Scripps right there. Here comes Saldivere. Saldivere fighting Barisi for it. We get a throw in. Excuse me, we'll get a kick here from St. Mary's. Shelby Sims to Allie Brown. Brown now a little too far ahead of Saldivere. Shelton gets it right to Bowers. I don't think Bowers is expecting it that quickly. Under 10 minutes here to go in today's game. That ball is going to trickle to Salenzi. She scoops it up, as I've mentioned a couple times now. Once regulation is over in the regular season, the game is over. Whatever the score is, it is. So if the tie at the end of 90 goes down as a tie, no more overtime. At least not until we get to the postseason. So one of these teams, they've got 9 minutes to score a goal and hopefully go away with an opening day win. Grace Glodowski gets set for a throw-in. Right on the inside of the out-of-bounds lines, off Scripps' foot and out. Glodowski, she'll throw it in again. Watson. And 3 defenders surrounding her. St. Mary's does come away with it. Here's Rada. Across to Janelle Elio. Right out of the reach of Sims. That was going across the pitch. It's at far sideline now. Brown fighting for it. Cougars ball. Nice play there by Glodowski through the legs of Lioness. Cougars might have something here. Gladowski sends it up. Watson fighting Script for it. Script gets pushed down to the ground. The ball will stay with the Cougars, though. Gladowski, she's going to wait a second. We're going to get a substitution. We're going to get a pair of substitutions, one for each team. Sydney Scarbeck leaving the field for St. Mary's. Lucia Falone for the Cougars. Juliana Paulson replacing Falone for CUC. Still trying to catch the jersey number on the new bell on the field.
Go, go! It's the match for Concordia, number 21, Juliana Paulson.
Nice play there by Hannah Bowers to break things up. Lauren Ryan is the new St. Mary's player on the field. That's number 20 in purple. Is that one? Looked like it was a good field goal. Doesn't count for anything in soccer, however. Big goal kick for Cassie Salenzi. Her and her Cougars have 6 minutes and 20 seconds to score a goal, come away with the opening day win. See if they can get their new head coach, Eddie Garza, a win on his first day at the helm here in Concordia. Meanwhile, St. Mary's, they're trying to do the same for Farhan Kurbanov, their new head coach. Ball stays with the Bells. Kurbanov, he's assisted by Audrey Filippo. Their student manager is Emma Feller. Meanwhile, for the Cougars, Jeanette Marino is Eddie Garza's assistant coach. Allison Snowden's also listed as an assistant for the Cougars. That one towards the net. St. Mary's, great save there by Cassie Salenzi. Ball still in play for a second, but it goes out of bounds. So nice play there by Salenzi. She just got her fingertips on it, and then good, strong defense by the Cougars. Make sure that one stays out of the net. St. Mary's, though, still got the Cougars in a vulnerable position. They're not out of danger yet. Here's the goal kick.
Clear!
Towards the box, that one. And another save by Salenzi. That one over the net and outside. Cassie Salenzi standing on her head right now, keeping her team tied at 1. You can tack on another 2 saves to Salenzi's total. That'll bring her up to 5. We'll get another corner kick here. That one's sent towards the net and then sent away. Ball up. Turnover from St. Mary's. Cougar ball. So great defense there from the Cougars and their goalkeeper, Cassie Salenzi. See if they can get something here in the last 4 minutes and 12 seconds. Come away with an opening day win here in River Forest. Shelton sends that one all the way down. A lot of distance on it. Patnode, far sideline. Fernandez can't keep it in. Sends it into the St. Mary's bench. Less than 4 minutes to go now. That one out of bounds off St. Mary's. Cougars ball. Brown tried to keep that one going in the right direction. Instead, it bounces out. Throw in from St. Mary's. Fernandez boots that one out. We'll get a throw in from Lauren Ryan. Out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick. Julian Bowen, she scored the 1 goal for St. Mary's. That was the lone goal for quite a while until Megan Wilkinson-McQuaid had something to say about that.
Wait till we're organized.
Lindsay comes up with that one. Less than 3 minutes to go. Wilkinson McQuaid's goal at the 73-50 mark of today's match. It's a high kick from Salenzi. Lands just on the Cougar side of the half pitch line. Shelton fights for it. Cougars got to get possession here. They're going to do that. Just that. Paulson up the ball. Watson, she's fighting for it, but Lindsay comes out and makes the stop. 2 minutes to go here in today's game. Nice play there by Lindsay coming out.
Take your time and get a play.
And a foul called on St. Mary. So Cougars, they got a chance here. Coming down to the wire, less than 2 minutes to go. They're going to let Megan Shelton kick the ball off here. Shelton the kick. This one's towards the net. It's going to go wide left though. A big curve on it. Lindsay gets it back in the box, and now we get a kickoff here. First, a substitution. Jamie Siebert out.
Get it up.
Coming in, it's number 10, Medi Loza. Second, tied for second leading goal scorer, point scorer, I should say, on the Cougars last season. See if they can get something for her here. Less than 1 minute to go now. St. Mary's deep in the Cougars zone. That one out. So Cougars, they got to grab the ball, head downfield, and get a goal quick. They want to walk away with a win today. It's again no overtime anymore in regular season play. So the score in 40 seconds will be today's final score. St. Mary's trying to make that 2-1. They're deep in the Cougars zone. This one up.
Forward.
Booted forward by Sims. So this one's back towards the net. St. Mary's, they might have a chance here. Salenzi comes out to make the play, but that one way above the net. So 10 seconds to go.
10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
There's a Cougar down on the field. That should do it for today's match then.
0. Final score of today's conference.
So that'll be the final score of today's matchup, I meant to say. An injured Cougars being helped off the field. So St. Mary's College, they come to River Forest. They're going to take a draw away from it, 1-1. St. Mary's led for most of the game after a goal from Jillian Bowen, the 27-18 mark of the game. It then took all the way to the 73-50 mark for the Cougars to find the equalizer. That was off a pinpoint shot from Megan Wilkinson McQuaid. And that's how we ended up with our final score. For your goalie statistics, Cassie Salenzi played the full 90 for the Cougars. She put up 6 saves, only allowing 1 past her, and a great defensive effort. Meanwhile, for St. Mary's College, Cara Stacy started the game. She made 1 save on 1 shot faced. Riley Lindsay, she came in for the back 45. She faced 1 shot. It got past her. That's how we ended with today's final score. So looking ahead for both these teams, the Cougars, they'll be back in action September 5th. That is this upcoming Monday. They'll be traveling just an hour or so north to take on Lake Forest College. That is a 4:30 Central Standard Time start. Coverage for that game can be found at CU Cougars as always. Meanwhile, St. Mary's College walking away from River Forest with a tie today. Their next game will be against Central School in Iowa. That'll be this Saturday, 6 o'clock at St. Mary's College. So until then, Cougars open up their season with a 1-1 tie against the St. Mary College Bells. That'll do it for today's Cougar Sports Network presentation. I want to say one more thanks to everyone who made it possible. Emily Balaban working production, Janie Turnus on the camera under the direction of Kayla McLeod, Sydney Palaskis-Laher, and our sports information director, CJ Sellner. My name is Peter Borkowski, signing off of the Cougar Sports Network and wanting to say, as always, go Cougars.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's Concordia University Chicago Cougars Athletics broadcast. We hope to see you on campus very soon. If you would like to learn more about what Concordia Chicago has to offer, go to cuchicago.edu.